All right, when was the last time you had an absolute unicorn candidate come in for an interview? I'm talking the creme de la creme. They arrived early, they were well prepared, well presented, they knew all sorts about the business, they knew loads about you, they even knew about some of your team maybe. They were just the bee's knees. They've even brought with them evidence to confirm and prove to you that they can outperform their current peer group, their current team. So they're the best. We know they're the best. And the best bit is they work for a competitor of you. So you want them. You absolutely want this person. They're going to be a good recruit. So there and then, no hesitation, you make them an offer. And the offer is good. So you think could be a pay rise, could be extra holidays, could be a company car, could be a better working environment, could be better working hours, could be flexibility, could be anything, whatever it is, doesn't matter at this point. Um, they say yeah, because you've got along really well in this interview, you've built up a good relationship. So they say yeah, you're happy, you're skipping all the way home. 2 days later, you get an email. I'm really sorry to do this to you, but I've decided that I don't want to move. Ouch. What on earth happened there? The worst one is when you know that you're better than the company where they're currently working. So let's assume they're not going and interviewing with other businesses, so you're not up against anything else. It's just you and their current employer. You know for a fact, because you know your market and you know your competitors, and you know for a fact that you're better than that business. And I'm not just talking brand or size. I'm talking everything: the culture piece, your future forecast, your growth, your opportunities, the team spirit you've got going on, the money that you pay, the benefits you give out. Everything is better. But they've still said no. And I'll tell you now, I know for a fact from learning from my own mistakes and learning from my clients' mistakes, it's when you get too giddy and too carried away and you forget about what's in it for the other person. So a good offer to you might look like an extra 5 grand a year, 10 grand a year. But to those guys, it might be something completely different. It might be that they need to be able to get flexible working from you to go and pick up the kids on a Wednesday afternoon. But you don't know, and you've made them an offer without even taking that into consideration. These are the reasons that we let the best people slip straight through our fingers. And the real reason this happens is because, simply put, most people don't know how to interview. They think that it's all about the business, and they think, well, if they want a job and we're a great business, because we are, and we know we're a great business, then they're going to say yeah. Well, that's wrong. We can't expect that these people know everything about your business. And I think a huge part of the interview process shouldn't just be scripted questions such as give me an example of when you've given great service, give me an example of when you've hit a target or a deadline. All that sort of stuff is all well said and done, and it does get to some of the kind of point when it comes to talking about performance, but there's much more to it when it comes to actually getting good recruits to come and join your business to help you move forward. And that comes down to things like questioning techniques, questioning models, and listening skills. Do you listen to what they say? Did you pick up on the fact they've said, I've just got a new puppy? Well, you need to bear that in mind, because to have a new puppy, these people, just talking from my own experience, these people sometimes they need a bit of flexibility, because they might have to take the dog to doggy daycare, or they might need to work from home a couple of days a week, or whatever it may be. But you've already chucked an offer out to these guys that doesn't even take that into consideration, and actually that's a really big deal for them. The difficult thing is, really, once we've got to that point where we've made the offer and then they've said yes, then declined it, we're on the back foot. It's so hard to rekindle that sort of stuff because the negative thoughts are already there. When in reality, if you can accommodate whatever it is they need, and you'd have said that right at the beginning, imagine you'd be going from, we've made you an offer, we're at this level, we're pretty chuffed and we think it's a good match, to down here because this person thinks, well, this company aren't really that bothered about me and what matters to me. But if you'd have done it properly in the first place, you could have been up there and a right winner saying, look, we listen to what you've said, we'll act on what you've said, we can produce the pieces of flexibility or benefits, whatever it may be that matters to them, but it's too late. And that comes down to mastering how to actually interview people properly and how to listen to what they've got to say.